Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CCS Sidelines Sports Invitational presented by Sidelines Sports Network. I'm back with Wolfie 2 Odd. We got another third place game now coming your way. Arizona State takes on Tennessee in a couple of exciting games still to come your way later tonight.
Yeah, and this is one where I was excited to see, especially when looking at these two teams on paper. We were kind of talking a little bit beforehand. I think out of all the series, this is one where I think Arizona State's going to come out here. They played great yesterday, but can they do it again here tonight? Can you do it 2 days in a row? But I think they can here on Championship Sunday.
That huge state last night, but again, Aztecs in trouble early. How well that win will track later. But now I think the players are ready, Wolfie. We're going to get down to the action. Arizona State 1-1 in the year, as well as Tennessee. Game 1 underway.
Oh, let's get to it. I think everybody at home is ready for this one. And, as we've gone throughout the night, the matches has only gotten better. But game 1, a fresh 5 minutes. Tennessee, Arizona State. Can the Volunteers do it? Or is this one going to have all pitchforks?
We'll have to wait and see what happens here, Wolfie. Is again, it's going to be exciting. I'm expecting to see a lot of great things from Arizona State, but we'll have to wait and see what happens.
And I feel this first opening minute is going to tell us a lot, especially for the pace and rhythm of this game. We've seen so many games open up with some high firepower. Both these two offenses are trying to get into rhythm quickly, so I'm expecting a huge shot here to open things up.
I agree. I think in this offense, there's a lot of things you can like and look at. They've got a lot of good quality wins from last season. I think it's going to be exciting to watch and Big 12 play. This is a team that could go very well deep into the tournament this year. Got a good roster. They made a lot of damage last year. They're trying to build on those expectations. They've done a solid job so far this year.
Yeah. It's been one of those years, and it's been early, and we've talked a lot about how we haven't seen the best of these teams yet. They're still getting going, but I feel for Tennessee here, the Volunteers, they're going to say, hey, we're going to pick up a shift real quick, and we're going to have to get to work because it's going to be a long road ahead of them, especially against Arizona State, who I feel after yesterday, they have to be feeling some huge confidence. Look for Patrick to really play a big part in this one.
Running defeat over LA Tech. That's one they're going to want to forget about, Wolf, after last night's loss. But again, tonight's a new night, a new slate. Sun Devils to get going again and make a statement going into conference play next week. I know they still have one game to go this week with Purdue, so there's another high-quality chance ahead of them with the Boilermakers later on in the year.
Well, Patrick trying to get something going. Not much boost here for the Sun Devils. You see them just in their half, just trying to find anything, as that's going to at least help alleviate some pressure. This one will be able to pass the mid-line, trying to find a pass here towards mid. Shaka won't allow too much. Trying to see if he can find a teammate there midfield, but won't find much.
Tennessee still neck and neck. 2 minutes, and this one an open target opportunity will go through. Crouton on the first for the Sun Devils.
Well, you got to make it happen. We said first 60 seconds. Well, it took almost the first half. But the Sun Devils, this one coming out, getting ready as the first one to score here.
2:55. Playing game 1, 1-on-1 for Ev. Fires, and it's no good. A rebound will go 2-0.
I think they sharpened up those Tritons, and I think they're ready for an all-out brawl. This team has just electrified quickly. We said the first minute was always huge action. Well, this one, first 2 minutes, what more can you ask for?
Third place game heating up for the Sun Devils. Get your forks up and chat if you're an ASU supporter. 2:45 to go. The Sun Devils at the half will be a heck of a start early. Tennessee looking for a response of their own.
Well, if you're Arizona State, if you could draw it up any better on how you're hoping the first half would go your way, 2 goals right on the schedule. Patrick passing this down, and the assist play. The Sun Devils bathing in the sun. This one continue coming to the light. 3-0. That's just going to be a killer match here so far for them.
3-0, and Patrick and Ed were together last semester. They've got a new third in on spring, so we'll see how he fits in to this ASU roster. But so far, so good. Sun Devils. And I know Tennessee's got a brand new roster this alongside returning player Shaka. Patrick double, no good. Shaka will cover, but a couple of great looks early for the Sun Devils.
And it should be interesting to see what Shaka really brings out here. You say the returners, so the one that's really holding up the mantle. But Tennessee down quickly, and we always say in game number one, it's just a feeler game, just a tester. But you still want to be able to make it be competitive. Last thing you want is to not allow yourself to get anything going on the score line. As Shaka unable to get something in front of net, this will just be cleared away. The Sun Devils trying to get it off their half.
45 to go. Shaka backfield broken up there and left alone for Jake Hughes. He couldn't find contact. Now back up for Kong flip reset. Back to a double attempt there. Couldn't get the opportunity to go his way. And now ASU's defense starting to feel a little pressure here, Wolfie, with 90 seconds to go.
And this game's starting to get away from them. I feel for Tennessee, this has to be one where you have to pick up the pace quickly. Shaka coming in with a good shot, but Jeezy making it look easy. 122 down by 2 is the first goal in for the boys in orange.
122 to go. Tennessee back on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Still trail 2 though. Will be 82 seconds. Plenty of time for Tennessee to score, but can you leave time on the clock for one more?
I feel they have it in them, but it's going to have to be a huge collapse for the defense for the Sun Devils. You have to allow yourself to get maybe a little more aggressive here towards that net. Try to get a couple more bumps. We saw earlier for the Sun Devils, the defense were put onto their back line, and they didn't have much boost until Patrick saw himself alleviate that problem by being able to get that corner. So I feel a couple more bumps, especially with boost starving them, will allow for this offense for Tennessee to start generating a bit more consistency.
Patrick left wing over the top here, trying to go under. Only able to find a touch there. Rebound for Ever. Double commit for the defense. Will find the save. 40 seconds still to play. Arizona State eyeing a fourth opportunity, and GC will find the clear for now. 30 to go. Down the other field. Will turn to a volunteer goal.
And boom, shakalaka. How do you like it? We're only one away. 31 seconds as Tennessee puts the second one on.
31 to go, and the Volunteers back on the board a second time. Now just within one. They left plenty of time at the last one.
And now we got some late dramatics, and this is where we said at the very least make this a competitive game if you're not able to win it. And they came right back towards the end to do that. But for the Sun Devils, a bit concerning once you see a team being able to rally in towards the last couple minutes. It kind of says, are you taking your foot off the gas? Are you getting a little complacent? We'll see. You have to continue finishing this off. The final 10 seconds. Tennessee, Shaka, one last chance. This is for a potential game here. Will we go OT? No, we will not. Tennessee can't get it done in the late second thriller.
Game one goes to the Sun Devils. Meant to make Tennessee an actual orange. So Shaka's card walks away from red, so it doesn't look weird. Yeah, see. Hold on, let me fix that really fast. It's a solid start for Arizona State.
Yeah, and I still don't think we've seen Arizona State play at their best just yet. But I feel the same here for Tennessee. They started off extremely slow to a point where you're kind of asking, when are you going to get going? And are you ever going to get going? But they went the way of Shaka. Shaka kind of just seemed to be the one to really drive this Tennessee Volunteer squad forward. Look for him to continue trying to play at that pace in this next game. But you need this game right now. We talking a little bit about that in our last series that we just watched about how the odds of reverse sweeps are happening. It hasn't been that great to see. And with statistics on the line, Tennessee needs this one right here.
Both teams 1-1. Arizona State has a win over San Diego State and a loss to LA Tech. Tennessee has a win over Louisville and a loss to Ohio State. So we'll see how well those wins and losses look in April. But right now, 1-1 third place battle in front of the two teams. ASU lead the series 1-0.
And this is where this defense for Tennessee, you saw yourself come alive in that second half where you didn't concede a single goal here to San Diego State, and you have to find a way to go back to that clip. This game has to be 1-0 at the very least at the end of this. If I see San Diego State go and score 3 goals again, I'm going to say this one's over.
I would agree. I mean, again, Tennessee, though, can't let ASU jump out the nerve that again. 3 goals and about 3 last game. Had not enough time to put 3 goals together down the stretch for the Volunteer offense. First minute comes and goes, still tied at 0.
And the Crouton getting bumped right out of the way. Good aggression there, but Patrick going to take up the hold. Won't be able to get too far besides midfield. Can they continue this on? Ebb Doesn't have the flip. Shaka taking it away. This is going to allow for a quick possessional change as Tennessee trying to drive on some offense, but won't see too much.
40. Off the ceiling over the first. Has no help. Crouton. Dave back in the play. Goes the volunteer offense. Crouton for midfield for Kung. Fires high and wide. Rebound. Nothing there in time as that will cover the clear for the Sun Devil defense.
Well, at least, the very least, the offense is looking a little bit more dangerous. Where in that last game, it really felt San Diego State was having easy. I'm sorry, Arizona State was having easy times and being able to get off their half. But for Tennessee, you cannot flinch right now. You have them exactly where you want. Find a way to be the first one to score. That's going to put a big shocker in. I think a huge confidence boost to this Sod and Orange.
Last shot broken up very well too by ASU. 2 minutes now gone, Wolfie. We're 120 seconds and still nothing on the board for either side. And okay, we talk a lot highly about Arizona State and what we expect them to do for Big 12 play, and as far as making a deep run in April. And there's a first one for the Sun Devils. 2:43 to go with Crouton to get us started.
Yeah, right when I saw the angle, I knew they were in a big trouble there. Jeezy just got caught up with Kung. Unfortunately, couldn't find a way to ward off the goal. But the first goal coming in for the boys from Arizona State. Forks up as Arizona State trying to say, we'll see you all later. But let's get a goal real quick.
Now Tennessee's going to respond. I mean, again, brand new roster. Lost the roster from fall of Joe Bro Kung and now Shaka, the only one still left there at Tennessee. They had a couple of deep runs back in season 3 and didn't play the tournament last season. See what they do this spring in terms of the national level, but I still expect the Volunteers towards the top of the SEC to be just behind at least Purdue and Florida.
And it's just showing you the potential this team has as well as the promise. And they're playing a good game right now. And we said we haven't seen both these two teams play at their best. I still feel that's the case right now, but this could really just switch in an instant. As Shaka trying to do it, throws it down, won't see it. Patrick up in the air, trying to get it off his half. Of everybody there for Arizona State on full alert.
GoPro Taibu. Shaka not Kung. Minute 30, Shaka the only return from last fall's roster. How far this Volunteers go. 90 seconds left. Arizona State still just hanging on to a 1-goal lead here to close with 90 to play, and Arizona State still had a very solid first 9 minutes. Kung left alone. He's in trouble. There's a second one. Patrick, 2-0.
Yeah, and Patrick just coming in, and I love the patience here. He has a small convoy there in Crouton. It made Kung just go into an awkward position, and from there, you're just trying to bait a 50. No boost in a dream, but the dream's coming true. 2-goal lead here. Comfortable one with 1:17.
7 seconds left. All it's left for Tennessee to score 2 times, which they did about the same time frame in game 1, but Arizona State's defense really locked in this game, and I feel like they've adjusted well. And it made the proper adjustments. Tennessee haven't quite seen that defensively yet, but still a long way to go. At least 6 more minutes of this.
Yeah, and for Tennessee, it's going to be all or nothing now in this next game for themselves. Unless we see one goal here open things up, then a kickoff just absolute miraculous there as some big shots. Shaka bringing out Hatsune Miku for the celebration. That's going to go in there to cut it by 1.
I'm starting to love that goal. It darkens the field and gives that little after effect you see with like those FC little touchdowns that lights out the stadium whenever someone scores. But again, Tennessee on the board, 45 to go, about the same time frame they had last game to get the last goal, and they were unsuccessful. We'll see if they can pull it off here.
Yeah, and for this Arizona State team right now, you've done a good job of not really allowing yourself to get penetrated too quickly as Ebb finds a quick goal right back.
Can't have that. Tennessee 29 now to play. You need 2 more under 30 seconds. Is that goal there, the dagger?
I think so. Unless we see something coming right out here in the 30 seconds, maybe Tennessee can grab it, but it's starting to run out of time here.
I did mention it. Arizona State, and it's over. They are at that 3-goal mark, Wolfie. Maybe Crouton opportunity. There's the rebound. Make it 4-1 Shirley. Now it's over.
I don't like saying it's over till it's over, but this one might be done, though. Crouton tossing the side, getting it, finishing it through. As that one may say adieu. Good night on game 2.
15 seconds left. Game 2 coming to a close. And now, again, through 10 minutes, what's exactly, in your opinion, gone wrong for Tennessee?
Man, I've been trying to watch that throughout the last couple of minutes. It just feels that they're slowly starting to get there. They still feel a little bit too individual. Shaka has been doing most of the damage. I like that they're trying to get everyone involved a little bit more, but they need to find a way to open up the field, get more passes into space where you're starting to draw this defense to where they're not being in the box as much as they have been. Make them think, get the long clears going, but more importantly, team up with your teammates, find a way to get the extra pass.
I would agree. I think Tennessee's offense clearly rallies through Shaka, but and you help on your back second and third man to rotate into the offense properly as well. And I don't think they're getting that at an efficient enough level with Arizona State right now, but still a long way to go. And I know Progro's going to get figured out to come a couple weeks from now, surely. And we'll have to, how they're going to start to look towards the course at the end. But again, it's just week 1 still for these teams, so no need to panic regarding the result.
Well, exactly. The red button does not need to be hit. I feel right now you're still really seeing the ebbs and flows of every team. And when you're looking at week 1, you're looking at yourself getting rid of the jitters, getting used to the format, getting used to the players who you're up against, the community. It's a lot to take in, and I feel like for these players, maybe 2-3 games, and you're going to feel right at home. But you get thrown into a tournament play, got chosen for this moment by the men above, and I feel that it's been a heck of an event nonetheless.
I agree. A lot of fun, everything. Did all 8 automatically accepting their invites as on a simple decline, all 8 accepted, so I don't know, so they elected to. And Sidelines for Invitational, a couple of the Twitter accounts done quite well in terms of engagement, so it's helped get some new eyes on the league, and moving forward we're hoping to continue that partnership with Sidelines for the course of the season. But the first edition of the Sidelines Sports Invitational, I'm sure it'll be back in some form or capacity this summer. 3:45 to go here. Welcoming, what a start it's been for ASU.
Oh no, this has been I think a start for this game where I like the pace of it. It's going slow. It's kind of where Tennessee is just not trying to crash through the door, but more of knock on and see if they'll answer, and then see if they'll find something, a way to just creep on through. This is not where you need to play too risky on the defensive side, especially you don't want to get caught out here for Tennessee. So look for them to take this one for the long haul. Look for a 1-0 game here for the Volunteers.
10 to go in the game number 3. Tennessee, Arizona State still neck and neck at 0 years. Now, the first 2 minutes off the clock, Wolfie, what I'm seeing is Tennessee's got to figure out. They've got themselves connected. There's a first for Kong. Their first lead of the night comes in game 3.
I loved it. 1, 2, 3 play here. It all started with Shaka. We've been talking about how he initiated the offense, but the assist play, we finally see it in front of the box. We knew that you needed to find a way to make this defense start thinking. They just did that. The first lead here for Tennessee coming at a crucial moment.
50 go on the clock here. Now Tennessee playing with their first lead. We'll see how long this lead will hold. Not very long. Patrick's got the equalizer.
My name's not Rick, it's Patrick, as that one coming in from the other side of the field. I said their defense doesn't need to push out too much. Don't get too risky. They did just that and got caught out. We're back to 1-1. We're level.
Shaka barely. It's too far forward in that last possession, and Arizona State, a quick pass to Ever in the middle. Going to look for an opportunity here for the Sun Devils. Nothing there, though. That one quickly broken up by Kung. Halftime here in Game 3. Arizona State, Tennessee, getting down to the nitty-gritty of this series, or ASU can win it.
Well, I knew that you needed 2 goals nonetheless if Tennessee wanted to win this. But now you're forced to get 2 goals. At a point right now for Tennessee, you're hoping to hold on to that lead just a little bit longer. But, for the Sun Devils, this is where you feel comfortable. You've done a great job in the midst of when the pressure's really on you to be the one to step up and hold through it. but Tennessee can really change that fact here with a quick goal.
Averaging at above 2 in both games so far, so both these teams probably score at least one more time, I'd imagine, in the last minute 50 here, but really starting to adjust and lock into this series, how long they can remain perfect.
Ebb taking it himself. We'll get one more shot there, and that's the position for the Sun Devils. You just see one man going up and having his two teammates in the back, trying to see if they can just get a clear route for themselves, pick something up, but it just allows for your offense to be just one-dimensional. They have to find a way to open things up if they're hoping to just change things up and get the lead back for themselves.
Final 75 seconds. Still tied up, rotates in, fires and scores. 2-1 Arizona State.
Well, they needed it. They got it. With a beautiful pass there, nobody able to get in the way, and that's going to be able to take the lead.
What a transition. What a path to. Beautiful shot placement. Ebb right place, right time. Got to the ball perfectly and spotted it. 2-1, 68 to go. Arizona State trying to go on top by 2 here. As Shaka wants none of that. Tennessee, though, now need a goal in the last 60 to keep this series alive.
In Tennessee, they played well, but it's just not their night here so far. They're struggling here on the offensive side, and every time they feel that they're going to get a break, it just gets cut out from underneath them. Arizona State trying to put the nail in the coffin. I'm sure the third one will do it. The final 40 seconds. Crouton can't find a touch. Kung will try to go up for it. Can't see himself, so a double tap has to come through, but won't be enough.
Ready to go. Tennessee trying to play this possession. Have it back deep in Maroon territory, and ASU back in control. Possession for now, 25. Clock begins to tick and become father time for the Sun Devils.
And for the Sun Devils, I feel they came in, they did business. I didn't think the brooms would come out, but this team, when trying to close out a game, and especially in a sweep, they've shown they can do it. They got one yesterday against San Diego State, and they finish it off here. 2-1, Shaka, last chance attempt, may come away. Crouton in the way there. That's not going to be able to go, as Arizona State gets themselves a big win here tonight.
3-0, a clean sweep of the Volunteers for Arizona State. They're going to move on to finish third place. Yes, Sidelines Sports Invitational, presented by Sidelines Sports Network, and they'll go on to play Purdue next week, so another big opportunity to round out their non-conference schedule.
Well, Tennessee, there's no need to put your head down here. I feel they would have liked a better performance coming in here, but for the Volunteers, this is one where you just go back, look at the replays, just chalk it up to saying, hey, it wasn't our night, and just go next. But a long season, nation, but I liked seeing what I saw here tonight. Look for them to really improve as this one continues going along. But, hey, our main event's coming up soon.
This is our next game, the first place game. Both teams 2-0, someone has to fall. I'll just preface by saying these teams coming up next. Not the first place game I was expecting, but two teams put on a performance last night. Ohio State, LA Tech, after the break.